The Joe Rogan Experience.
So I'm in my fucking underwear and I'm living on top of a rock in this cave. And the oldest guy in the village is, you know, when he starts talking, it's like I'm in like Lion King, or he's like, when I was young and all, you know, I have a translator with me. He's translating Hadza to Swahili to English. Mm-hmm. He's like, elephants, lions, hippos, like everywhere. And like, it was like a buffet. We just wake up, we could kill anything. And in my lifetime, that has been gone. It's gone. It's like, there's very few animals left to hunt. And the ones that are like, they're endangered, you can't kill them. So life there is very, very hard. And they go, you want to hunt with us? And I'm like, dude, look at my body. Do I look like... And there was like a Catholic priest that set up a mission in that area. And I met him. He's been trying to convert the Hadza to Catholicism for 20 years. And he's like, they use the Bible pages to smoke weed. So
what do they hunt with?
Bow and arrow. Like
homemade bow and arrow?
Homemade bow and arrow, like just they take this wood and they spend all day making the arrows. Yep. They use their teeth.
They show you?
Yeah.
They show you how they did
I learned
all
how to make it. And then they use their teeth to, I think I know that guy. That might be Rasuli. And then there's a plant that they harvest and they do all this stuff to it, and then that's the poison that they put on the tip of the arrow. And these guys, yep, there it is.
How crazy it is to think that this is how people hunted.
Dude, I lived
the longest time.
Dude,
this was state of the art.
I lived like this for fucking months, man. It was like.
So you did this as well?
Dude, so first day of the hunt, they're like.
Did they teach you how to shoot a bow first?
Dude, my bow shooting is so off, and yeah, so we practice.
Had you shot a bow in the past?
I've never shot a bow in my life. There's one of these guys. See it? It almost looks like a toy. Like you think it wouldn't work. No, there's one guy in the village, Shawnee, that's so strong that he could shoot the arrow through the fucking kudu. It was like, pff, and I was like, "You're fucking a super."
There's back muscles in that motherfucker.
Oh my god, they're fucking ripped, dude.
My god, that guy is jacked.
They're ripped. They have
so
six
they have
pack.
really these are very strong bows. So just pulling them back is probably tremendous, like back muscle exercise.
Everyone knows how to hunt. The kids know how to hunt.
What are they using for the feathers at the end of
I know
the
that
fletchings?
The one that's
which guy?
No,
guy?
Down. Yeah, that guy. Yep, I stayed with that guy.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, he's older now. See the cuts on his face?
Yeah,
I have that. They cut my face. Too.
Really?
Yeah, I asked them to because I like pain.
For real?
But look at that guy.
Where's your cut?
It's almost gone now. This was a.
Damn, dude.
But don't they look like supermodels? Like they're like really
powerful genetics.
Like, yeah, I'm like just.
And also, you got to think of the amount of effort. It's like they're doing CrossFit classes every day.
Right.
I mean, think about just getting by as a hunter-gatherer with the crazy bow that you have to pull back, and you're running through the woods all the time. Like, you have to be fit.
It's unbelievable.
What a crazy way to live.
Yeah, look at that. I mean,
so what are they using for the feathers, for the fletchings? Do you know?
Dude, these motherfuckers are so in tune with nature that they'll make a bird sound, and they're talking to the bird, and the bird will show you where the honey is.
What?
Like, and then there's a pack of 50 dogs following us, and the dogs aren't pets; they're hunting tools, right? So the dogs are the first line of defense. They sniff it out, and I'm like, this is mental, right? It's like, oh, like I'm on a fucking insane experience right now. Never did I thought I would just wait. Why am I going home? So if I walk with one of the kids, Upu'une, amazing. It's a clicking language. It's like that kind of language.
Wow. Did you learn any of it?
Tiny bit, and of course I did a podcast where I speak.
Imagine if they take that out of context. It turns out you're saying some really fucked up shit.
I tried.
Like, you got to be careful, right? If you're making up a language, like you might accidentally hit on some real shit there.
I tried.
Just say one or two forbidden words.
So if I walk with one of the kids and it's like him giving me a tour of his house, like, oh, come to Joe's warehouse, and he's showing me.
Right.
He's like, grabbing a snake, biting his head off. He's
Oh
like,
my
he's like, you want
God.
some thing? Climbing a tree. With,
He just grabbed a snake and
just
bit its head off?
He takes out a slingshot, a pebble this big, bam, hits a fucking bush baby out of the tree, breaks his legs, puts it here. He's like, snack for later. Everything is talking. It's like, it looks like they're just goofing off and playing, but they have some what do you call it, microbes and gut biome kind of things in their stomach that no one else on the planet has. So the translator's explaining to me, Canadian scientists come and literally steal their shit. They find them and they steal their shit, and I'm like,
Their actual poop.
their actual
just
poop
to get their biome.
because there's biomes in there that don't exist anywhere.
Secret to a healthier
Dude, they might have-
microbiome
and-
hidden in the Hadza diet.
If you Google steal African shit, I bet you it'll come up.
I wonder-
See, look, there it is. So see the bees on his fucking head,
Yep, they're lighting him up, and he's eating the honeycomb
and it does
anyway.
nothing to him.
Really?
So we go climb. Hey, come on, climb the tree. Guy sticks his fucking hand in the tree, scoops that out, starts eating it like it's a fucking hamburger. Bees, and I'm like, bro, I'm cool. No, come on. Like we've been doing. That's a kid doing this, right?
Yeah.
That kid's. I go in, one sting. Ah! My fucking hand inflates to like a Mickey Mouse, like
Wow.
I'm like, you've been getting stung since you were a kid, so you're like immune to it, and they're just.
Doesn't bother them.
It doesn't bother them.
They're fine with it, and their body's also gotten immune to it.
Right.
That's crazy. They're biting that honeycomb like it's a snack, and all those bees were on his head, his hands.
And the thing you never see in all the National Geographics and all the nature documentaries is that it's always serious. And here's the Hadza warrior, and here's, whatever these guys crack, they're like, do you want to come with us tomorrow? Like none of your eating Cliff Bars and hanging back. Like I'm like, yeah, I'm in. Okay, we leave at first, the second.
How are they saying this all to you?
I have the translator with me.
Oh, okay.
He like works with them, and it's like worst case scenario when they don't do food. This is the sad part. They do the fake show for the tourists. Like the tourists come in, usually European, and then they put on the fake. It's not fake, it's real, but they dress up and do like dances and stuff, and they give them money.
Oh.
So I wake up at 5:30, first noise, boop, and then laughter. I'm like, are these fuckers doing fart jokes at 5 a.m? And that's the thing that people don't realize is when you don't have TV, internet, entertainment, and you're just with your family and your homies all day, you're bored as fuck. So they joke morning till night. Like, I don't know what they're saying. Laughter. Someone cuts a fart, joke. And I'm like, all right, let's go. So you saw the pictures.
Yeah.
They're ripped, back muscles, 6-packs. The kids have 6-packs. I was very out of shape. I'm still out of shape, but I was the most out of shape. And think about waking up at 5:30 in the morning, and the thing that's the final animal that's like kind of left is baboons. They almost call them in that part of Africa like the baboon men, because that's what they eat. Tastes horrible to me. Baboons look human. So we're in a cave. Men sleeping on the top, women on the bottom. We wake up, there's another cave, and you see, oh, there's people in that cave. No, they're baboons. And they're pointing at us. They're like, look, they're coming. So I'm like, this shit is crazy. We're hunting baboons. They're like, there's tons of meat on them. It's enough to feed our family. Think about like running again. I was pretty fast in high school. I could do the 50 pretty quick. I can't run at top speed for hours. And I got these. I'm drinking water, and in this environment, it's an advantage to have black skin because it's cooling. These guys aren't sweating. I'm like, what's going on? We've been running for 5 hours. You guys aren't sweating. What the fuck? And they don't get tired, and then they'll just start digging a hole and drink like a handful of brown water, and that's enough for them. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And they're telling the translator, this motherfucker looks like he's never caught anything in his life. And he's like, he hasn't. And to me, I'm an alien, right? They go, he gets his food from supermarkets. What's that? They hunt the food for him. They cut it up and package it and sell it. Like, they don't believe it.
Right.
The shit I tell them, they're like, hey, you guys, you look like a fucking supermodel. Can I bring you to America and do a fashion thing and get you guys paid? And why would we want to go to America? Well, tell me what you know about America. Isn't that the place where people jump off buildings to kill themselves? Like that concept is so foreign that when someone explained suicide to them, I was like, oh my God, they don't. And in the time that I'm there, like I said, that first week is withdrawal. I'm like, fuck, where's my phone? And then all of it goes away, right? I'm not thinking about any of my addictions. I'm not thinking about, like, I feel peace. I'm not miserable. My depression goes away. And I go, morning till night. You wake up, you hunt for food, you get home, celebration. Everyone's happy that the men brought the food back. The women, gathered the berries. We have a big dinner celebration because every meal you got to be grateful for. Dance party by the fire, and you're out. A couple fart jokes, and you're out. Repeat the next day. There's no time to be like bored and sad and upset and worried about some bullshit. And so I'm trying to keep up with these guys. They're running at top speed. Like say these are the baboons on top of they're doing a perimeter. They're doing okay, we're gonna come up all the sides, and the dogs are on the forefront, right? They're running faster. There's a guy named Ale Ane. He's got some dreads. He's the tribe pothead. He's got the Bible. He's rolling joints for everyone. He's about 50 feet behind. He's running at he's not doing this. I'm maybe like 200-300 feet behind this guy. So they're trying to come on.
So he's running and rolling joints.
He's running, rolling joints, and
had you done any running before this?
Not really, man. I'm a sprinter. I don't have endurance.
All of a sudden you're doing this for hours.
Oh my
with these
God,
people?
I almost blacked out.
How many miles do you think you were running?
Dude, because they're like going back and forth. I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna chill here.
So they just run everywhere.
Run everywhere, just running, and they don't. Some of them have shoes, like they make homemade shoes, but some of them don't. So it's just barefoot, and It's the dry bush, right? So there's like plants that have like thorns and like. Oof. It looks like this on them, just like that white scratch. To me, I'm getting cut open. I'm like bleeding everywhere.
Their skin's tougher.
And they're just clowning me.
To it.
They're clowning me. They're like, bro, how did you ever survive? And I'm like, come on, guys. I put a GoPro on the dog. So I go back and I watch it. The baboon is like a human, like it's talking. Get the fuck away from me. The fuck away. The baboon's running, the dog, rah, rah, rah. He's like, fuck you.
They hunt him with dogs?
He gets hit right here, he's bleeding. So he's leaving a trail of blood. It fucking hypes up the tribe. Let's go, we got him, he's hit. The dog gets his nutsack, rips his fucking dick off. I'm running. The guy holds up his nuts. He's like, look, we got the nuts. And I'm like, why you show me that? He's like, we're getting close. They finally fucking hit the guy like sort of here. And
you're saying the guy too. You're not just saying the baboon. You're saying it hit the guy.
It looks human, man.
God, it does, right? It looks real close.
He backs into a tree.
Like a dog human, though.
Yeah. And all the dogs are dope. I love these dogs so much. They're all hunting dogs, so they all have scars and fucking tails missing. Like, because the baboons have fangs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They pick the dogs up and they rip a chunk off.
Oh, my God.
And these dogs are so hardcore that there's a dog that had one leg missing. There's a dog that you could see his ribs, and they're still down to hunt.
Oh, my God.
Like, they're in the back with me, but they're still, like, I want to show value that, because I interviewed each person in the tribe, and I said, what is the happiest day of your life? And they all had the same answer. The day that I hunted the biggest animal, and I got to feed everyone, and I was the hero, and... So
these are all baboons for how long? How long have they been only hunting baboons?
I mean, it's been for a few years now. I mean, they'll hunt anything. They'll kill anything,
right.
and they'll eat.
But there's nothing left but baboons just recently?
It's getting to just that, and even then, because this day, that day that I was on the first hunt, because there was many days we hunted where we didn't catch anything, and that's like super downer for them. But this is my first hunt. I had the GoPro. The guy shot. He backs into a tree, like his last stand, and the dogs just start ripping his guts out and start fucking, and I'm watching this, and he's like, and it's like he's going, fuck you, and he's just like, picking dogs up, throwing them.
Oh my God.
And then they just come up and they go right in his chest. He's dead. This is all on GoPro. I wasn't even close. I was like, wait up, guys.
Fuck.
They tie the foot and the leg, and they make a backpack. That's how they carry it. So they caught 4 that day. So they bring it back to the village. I don't know if you saw in that picture, I brought my top ramen with me. So I was like, they don't waste a part of this thing. The person that killed it gets to eat the dick and the balls. They eat the head. They eat the brains. They turn the fur into like jackets. And they
eat the brains.
Dude, so at night, I thought dinner time was over. But think about it. How much protein and nutrition is in the brain, right? And it's the final thing, right? They stew the head that's in that pot. And so the brain gets cooked. And then it's like a delicacy at the end. They like tap a hole in. And it's, you know, they have black skin. Like I remember, like it was fire. It was in the cave. It's nighttime. And I just hear eating. And I turn my flashlight on. And I see like the whole tribe just chowing the brains at the end. They're like, this is our favorite part. And they
save it for the end?
Yeah. And they're just like, and then, so it's all this white brains like streaked on their face. And I'm like, yo, you want to get in on this? Give me some of that brain. So I had some brain. And
did you really?
I ate everything. I mean, there it is.
Oh my God.
Doesn't that look like a person?
That's so intense.
So once the fur
I'm not
is
putting that on the screen, just so
no, yeah, good. Thank you.
Once the fur, look,
That's so
this is fucking
Should
life.
you put it on the screen or no?
I don't.
Look,
Get us in trouble?
this.
I'm just not going to for this.
Okay.
Sense.
Well, let me just say this:
That's how hardcore this picture is, right?
You can find it.
Yeah.
You can find it easily.
look for like you want to talk. This is life or death. This is This
I get
is.
it. I understand.
So when
But I'm saying it is intense, and there is a thing about primate brains,
right.
prion diseases that you get. They find them in cannibals. So there's something about eating a human.
See, I'm smoking the weed.
Humans eating human brains. Oh, so they did get a bird there.
Yeah.
So sometimes they get birds too,
So I am.
but they're eating mostly baboons.
I tasted it. I wasn't eating it. I'm like, I have a million Cliff Bars in my backpack. I know.
That is so intense.
There's the dogs.
Seeing that guy carry a baboon on his back, like the way you're describing, is so intense. They got some sort of an antelope or something there, and then they're drinking out of that water.
But they're
Smoking weed with the Bible.
there it is. Dude, look at this fucking guy. So I pass out.
Ooh.
There's nothing left in the gas tank. I pass out, and the next day I'm like, okay, like I'm becoming a man. They're like,
Did you eat the actual baboon meat as well?
I ate the baboon meat. It's not for me. And I eat everything.
What did it taste like?
I've never eaten a human, but I'm imagining that's what a human would taste like. It was just, I don't know, gamey. That's the only. It was strong, but
Well, you got to think of the physical strength of those animals
Dude.
and how tough their meat must be.
and all the testosterone and everything is being released. It didn't taste good, but they loved it.